Money, 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 money. What a week we have had back in the stock market after all the pain in the game. We've got that little bounce that we were hoping for. Great week. We've got a lot to get through, so let's go. What is the crack, everyone? Welcome back to Buy, Hold, Sell. I hope, of course, you're all well. We've actually so much to go through today, so let's just get stuck straight into it. The good times are back. The boom. The good times will never end. Well, that's a lie. It will end, and it's going to end in a big ball of We are where we are, and we have to enjoy the moment that potentially we could be going into. So let's just start by looking at the charts. S&P 5 days up over 6%, baby. Let's go. Over the last month, it has been really painful, and then we just went. Nasdaq similar, up over 6% as well, and we can see again on the month it's been very, very choppy. And then I just went. And we will do proper TA on both of those later on. So for those new to the channel, what I like to do in these weekly videos is go over what we did last week, talk about stocks for the week ahead, and just generally the market and things to look out for. Usually I spend a lot of time talking about the winners, but the reason I do that is because the bear market shows it's very hard to find winners. So I try to show, well, look, you can still find winners. Everything was a winner. If you lost money last week, then you're doing this wrong. Buy the course now and learn, because last week is the kind of week where you just win. It's like the good old days when everything goes up, everything you touch turns to gold. It's that kind of scenario. So I'm not going to go over any of the winners. A lot of the trades that we talk about are in the Discord. So if you're interested in getting into the Discord, you have 2 more days before we go to a monthly recurring subscription. If you want to get lifetime access, get the link now, because it is going up, and that will be it. So let's just have a look then. If we type in stock market week ahead, we can see stocks could build on gains this week ahead as investors wait Friday's job reports. Wall Street rally snaps longest losing weekly streak in decades. Stock market rises as S&P, Nasdaq and more than 6% this week. So it's all positive. Following a week steady string of losses could continue. The big event of the markets could be Friday's employment data, which is expected to show solid job gains, but a slowing from April's strong growth. These kinds of weeks like this help build on themselves. So while it's not a breakthrough week, it is an important week. The Dow rose 6.2%, the S&P climbed 6.6%, the Nasdaq 6.8%. The yield on the 10-year Treasury note fell to 2.74%. The government bonds and safe haven assets rallied amongst growing concerns about the risk of recession, and we have seen our TLT maybe got in a wee bit too early on the TLT. I'll hold my hands up that, you know, you can't time these things too well, but we are starting to see, and I've been averaging into a TLT, we're starting to see that starting to go in the right direction, thankfully. Crude oil prices rose this week, driven by tight global supply. $115 a barrel, one hell of a rise, guys, it really is. Getting very, very expensive. We've seen some of the UK deals being done there. Big help for lower income people that don't work. You know, they get the good life always. God, I sometimes consider, why do I bother working today? It's just easier for people to give you money. Anyway, that is it. It will be a shortening trading week as markets close for Memorial Day holiday in the USA on a Monday. So this video is coming out on Monday. And it is a bank holiday, so, you know, happy Memorial Day to everybody in the US. On Tuesday, investors can expect the latest update on home prices with the release of the Case-Shiller National Home Price Index for March. Several important economic indicators are scheduled for the release, including PMI surveys, consumer confidence, and key updates to the labour market. Commodities, oil, no surprise, absolutely throbbing. The dollar still looking reasonably strong. Gold, tethered off, cash barely hanging on. But you can see here, government bonds really pulled back. Bitcoin still absolutely brutal. I think it's down about 29,000. It's not showing really any recovery and all this. So it tracks the S&P and it should be a safe haven. I think all those talks are being rubbish now, but stocks have pulled back as well. Earnings coming to the end now. The big boys have all reported. I suppose from retail's point of view, GameStop maybe, if all that AMC squeeze. There's a lot of people out there still believe that AMC squeeze is going to play out. Mental. Anyway, national home price updates. Key labour markets, and this is going to be key because a strong market shows that the economy is doing well, and I don't believe that is the case. I think the key reason why we have mass unemployment is because the people at the top, the people that are in pension age, are all retiring, and we don't have the people down below. And I keep explaining this to people in very simple ways. You can imagine if it's like this. This is all the people that are feeding into the top, and the top is all the people that are retiring. If my parents and their parents, you go back generations, they all had, well, my granny, for example, had 10 kids. And then my mum and dad's generation, most people on average maybe 4 kids. And now me and my generation is maybe 2 kids. And down the road, you know, people probably don't even have kids. Not enough people paying up the chimney to be able to fund the fire and the smoke. So I think there's going to be trouble, and that is why you're seeing all unemployment levels are so low. It's because there's nobody can fill the jobs that are being left behind by all those happy old people that are away retiring on their great wealth because they have arguably the best years ever, and we've been left with it. So let's have a look at the indices first. So this is the SQQ. I've been kind of just jumping on the daily. When the markets look great, I've been jumping in daily, just picking up wee bits, 1%, 2%, you know, bits and bobs as I've been going along. And I've had my long hold in the SQQ right up to here. I sold my SQQ, and the reason I sold my SQQ is because on eToro, when I open up positions, it doesn't feed into the same position, so I would just be losing on that position. If you've watched my video where I did, and I'll share the link to it, the market bottom, I believe as a hedge, if this bear market is going to be as bad as it seems, the stock for me that believes needs to go down more is Apple. So what I'm going to be doing is, if we get a rally and this continues to go up, I'm just going to be nibbling away at Apple, bringing my price that I have in Apple. I'm going to keep bringing it down lower, or sorry, should I say, bring it up higher, higher, higher for the pullback. So Apple's going to be my go-to hedge. I keep feeding money into. I have a short in trading 212 on the just a normal no leverage on the S&P, so it's pretty boring, but it's a hedge, and Apple. So I'm just going to keep feeding money into them as we go up. I'm just going to keep feeding money into them. And if I'm completely wrong, believe me, I'm happy to be wrong, because the majority of my money is long. So I'd be happy. This is just a hedge. If it goes down, they make a few pounds. So I'm just going to keep phasing money into that, rightly or wrongly. So if we look at Apple, you can see it's still not a buy. It's still very much a sell, but that was a strong day, and everything we talked about there, you would imagine this should, I mean, the MACD RSI is looking good. It probably should push on. The TQQ then isn't a buy. So I mean, everyone's getting really ahead of themselves. It's a couple of good days that we've had. So there's still plenty more confirmation needed for me. But what I do like is the fact that the SPY has become a buy. We're well below our 180-day moving average, and those that are in the trading course will know that this isn't ideal. I would be very wary. Maybe another day, we'll see what way it goes. I did put in my Discord a very high level. This isn't TA, this is just a general arrow of direction. I did this within 30 seconds, but this is kind of how I can see it playing out. Going up, choppy, going back down. So again, buying my shorting as hedging, and we'll see what way that goes. These are monkeypox. I've put them in the wrong folder. This is the only yield one. The rest are all actually monkeypox stocks. Monkeypox is going crazy. It's everywhere. Broke into Ireland. Fear is ripe. So what we've done on our channel is we jumped into this. We actually identified monkeypox last week. Now, there was an initial rise on the monkeypox and then the sell-off. So we've been buying in on the sell-off. Bought on the first day, it sold off a bit, phased in a bit of money, and now I'm up on 2, and the other 3 I'm still down on by about 3-4%. Probably could have timed things a bit better, but again, you can never time these things. But we can see Cigna had one hell of a good day, 42% up. Watching the fundamental news about monkeypox a bit closer, it seems to be ramping up a bit, so I'm going to be watching these. I do have a substantial enough amount of money, but I've spread it across all of them. Don't really know any of the stocks. I just know that they're in the monkeypox space. We'll see what happens. But those are on my watch list. Anyone's interested in that, you can check that out. We do talk about it obviously in the Discord. There's quite a lot of us in on that. Let's just talk about the Tesla dream. We're still not a buy. It's still not there. But if we do switch it to the 4-hour, we can see that we have become a buy. And if you bought on the 4-hour chart as a buy, you would be up 15%. Again, links down below if you want to learn how to do this. The price is going up on the 1st of the month, but yeah, that's a nice rise. Tesla's really done well over the last couple of days. Huge big buys. It was massively oversold, and we've now turned, and the MACD is starting to look like it's showing a bit of momentum. So again, it all ties into this week, and a lot of stocks are similar to this. You've got Plug, couple of good days, starting to show strength. Dollar General, this has become a buy. So look, this is a great recession play, and I think part of the earnings, the reason I wasn't averaging in more to Dollar Tree was because I was worried about inflation. What spooked me was the likes of Target and Walmart. They put out their earnings, and they were supply chain issues, inflation, it's hurting us. And the whole theory behind my recession plays were that they would be able to adjust to suit, to be able to manage inflation, adjust their prices, do a bit of the margin, bit of that. Good as gold. And while I think that still is going to be the case, the market's pulled back on Target and Walmart, and that does shock a lot of people. So I think the reason you've seen such a mad jump on this is because we had the sell-off, people getting worried. This is when Target's earnings came out, huge sell-off. People were anticipating, this could be the similar, and taking my money out and wait and see. And then the news broke that that Dollar Tree did good earnings, and then this thing just rallied. Exact same. great buying opportunity. I mean, this is from the lows to up to here, you know, that's a 30%. Phasing a bit of money and averaging in for sure into the likes of Dollar Tree and Dollar General, spreading money across both. We also go back, we look at MasterCard, about to go above the 180-day moving average, which is showing strength. Our premier African minerals, I'm going to do a video this week on this anyway. It's really getting spicy, real strong buys. Steady, it's just steady, 5-6%. It's not going parabolic. Nice, interesting to see what's happening there. Caterpillar's another strong swing trade, well above our moving averages, become a buy, so that would be one that I would be putting on the watch list as well. And Yums, these are the plays we've talked about. They've done all the recession plays to death. They're all really looking strong. JP Morgan Chase again looking strong. Glencore, oh, the Glencore dream. Bought back in sort of on this buy, and I think got about 5%, 15% sold to buy monkeypox, and the Glencore dream is pushed on, and you know, 3 times, another 20% or something would have gotten that. So we got it about Glencore, but Glencore looks like a good buy as well. Artel Africa is a UK stock, and it is absolutely throbbing. So that's the week ahead. I think we could be, well, I don't want to say it, but I think we could get a decent week ahead. I think it'll be short-lived. I think whatever happens will happen. Definitely watch out for that jobs report on Friday. We're open on Tuesday, so yeah, there's a few things that could change and move, but I think it's going to be a great week. And the picks for me are gotta be Tesla. Gotta be Tesla as my picks. Those inflationary plays that we talked about, they're the picks. And I'm keeping an eye on monkeypox. I think within that, there's plenty for me to get my teeth into. Take advantage of the trading course, and just to finish up, I mean, we've got some great feedback. Finally made it, loving the course. Signed up a few days ago, loving the indicators that you get all the indicators included. So good, thanks Damien. The course is awesome, so glad I found it and I can stop gambling, always makes me laugh. Couldn't agree more, I joined a few days ago as well and opened my eyes for a bit. At this rate, the course will pay for itself inside a week. So look, you're welcome to join us, the links are there, price goes up on the 1st of the month, Discord's going monthly. Take advantage of all this, guys, I promise you won't regret it. And lastly, if you're interested in watching a video on the market bottom, this is the video for you. I talk about why I believe there's more pain. I talk about previous recessions. We look at the information, the averages, all this type of thing, and I've put it into a video that hopefully gives you some indication of where I see the bottom coming. I check out this video, but more importantly, I would smash that like, subscribe button. It really helps me grow the channel. I'll catch you then, guys. Peace.